back to the Find a Way podcast, talking about America's favorite team, Texas Tech. Here with your host, Kellen Buffington. Today, I have a fantastic guest, Red Raider family's own coach, Toddrick Gotcher. What's up, man?
What's up, man? That coach word sounds different, man. It sounds weird, but I'm glad to be back for sure.
They calling you Coacher on Twitter right now, man.
Man, it's a good feeling though to be back to be home. So it's great. It's great.
Man, it's definitely home for you, man. What have you been doing since you left Tech? Like, talk about your journey. I know you've been playing overseas a little bit. Would love to hear about that. I'm sure Red Raider faithful would love to hear just about your journey so far.
Definitely, man. I've been overseas in Europe for the past 9 years, living in Europe like I'm a local, really. I've been 3 years in Greece, 1 year in France, 1 year in Turkey, Poland. So I've been, and within those countries, I've been traveling around the world, just seeing what I can see during off days and things like that. So the European basketball frame for me has been great, and seeing the world is for free, honestly.
Man.
Getting to play basketball and see the world is a great opportunity. Actually
getting paid, and it's crazy, man, because when we started a couple of years ago, I'm a little familiar with Toddrick, just being from that Dallas area, and remembering him a little bit from his days playing at Lakeview Centennial and Garland. Like just to be here in this moment with you sitting here, we on the same staff together is really surreal, kind of crazy.
Absolutely. I mean, I would have never thought I would be where I am today.
Same, brother.
I mean,
same.
Like we've talked about it
No
before.
doubt.
Like every day we wake up, it's a dream come true, and we embrace it that way every day we wake up. So we couldn't be more proud for sure.
No doubt, no doubt. What was your first impression of Coach Mack? Not this year, but when you met him a couple of years ago. I know we had the TBT here a couple of years ago when we first started. You came down for that summer. I wasn't here yet. Actually hadn't been hired. Heard you was out there playing, really picking up that basketball full court in the runs. But what was your first impression of Mac as a man and a coach?
To be honest, we can take it back to 2010 when Baylor was recruiting me.
Really?
And he was at Baylor.
Wow.
And I shook hands with him, talked to him I took unofficial visits to Baylor because it was 2 hours away all the time. And my impression back then was, man, he's going to be a great head coach one day. And to see it full circle now and to think about he hired me, that's why I tell guys all the time, you never know that first impression, who you're going to meet, and just always leave that impression. So, but seeing him at the TBT as a head coach finally coming in fruition, it was – I knew exactly who he was, and, he's been great since day one. So the TBT, we actually built our relationship a lot more and went from there.
So you end up taking this coaching job. How did that come about? Because if I remember correctly, you were on your way to go back overseas to go play another season of professional basketball. So how'd you end up being a coach at your alma mater?
Honestly, I was ready. I was ready to pack to go and go back to Europe. I plan on playing maybe 1 or 2 more years in Europe to, finish my career the right way. I just won a championship, cup championship.
Yeah,
was the MVP. So I'm back home feeling myself. And then, coach, I play with the guys in the summer all the time. I play open gym with him.
Yep.
And he's like, come to my office after. Random.
That's typical Mac.
And I was there for 2 hours. The first hour, don't want to go too much in detail, but the first hour was, what do I want in life? How's the family? How's Europe treating me? And I'm like, great. Everything is great. I'm enjoying the lifestyle, the culture. And then he stumped me with a question. And like, have you ever thought about coaching? I'm like, no. Like, I'm thinking about playing.
I'm hooping.
And then once he did that, then the next hour was all Texas Tech. And then the moment he said that, my mind was like, I just retired. Like that was the first thing I thought, like, man, I just retired on the spot.
That's crazy.
So to go from there, family ended up crying that day. I haven't made the decision, but I knew I'm coming back home for sure.
No doubt. And just talk about, like, because you're from Dallas, that Garland area. We'll get in that a little bit later, just how the talent that's come out of there. But you can't come to Lubbock. don't think people realize Toddrick has played in the most games in Texas Tech history, like more than any other player to come through this university. You made Lubbock your home after you graduated with your family. Kind of talk, like, what was it about this place that made it so special where you made this home base for you even while you're traveling, playing overseas?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you talk to my wife, I've been trying to get out of Lubbock since I've left. Like, obviously, I went to Europe,
Yep.
but I've never had the input of making it my home. But it's something about Lubbock that keeps you here.
No doubt.
Like, former players always come back.
Always.
Everyone always comes back, and it just has that place in my heart. So, made Lubbock home, always around, and it's no place I'd rather be.
No doubt.
So it's amazing and treating my family well for sure.
Man, that's so awesome to hear, man. And we do have so many people that come back and just want to spend time in this place. And in the new portal, like just this era of basketball, you have players like Joe Toussaint. Joe played at West Virginia and he played at Iowa, but Joe considers Lubbock home. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's cool. Talk about like the NIL space. I thought for a minute you were talking about being an agent, so I know you kind of was into that a little bit. What do you think about NIL and how different is it now, you coaching in this era and playing when you guys were just trying to figure out ways to scrap and get dinner at night? Like, it's a big difference.
No, it's definitely a big difference. I mean, like you said, we had where we had meals on campus, but when we go home from practice, it was like, all right, now, am I making a sandwich or am I going to McDonald's spending $3? So, I mean, I love the NIL space. These players deserve it more than anything. And coaching it, it's kind of great to see the difference of players. They're well taken care of now. I mean, we had resources here that, the nutrition and things, but now getting paid for it, it's special. And these guys are, I talk to people all the time. Are you jealous about it? I'm like, no chance. I mean, they deserve this. And, maybe I was born 2-3 years, 5 years later than I wanted to be, but or earlier.
No doubt.
But no, I'm so happy that where we are today.
And you just coming back and being around these facilities, and I think I speak for a lot of the Red Raider community where guys like you help build this place. I looked up at the banners today at practice, and I'm like, man, it is a lot of tradition here. And we're trying to add to that and extend on that, man. Just talk about because when you first got here, it wasn't great.
Oh no.
And wasn't no portal, so you had to stick around and transfer and sit out, man. But you saw it through. Now, looking at us now, you saw the run that we made last year to the Elite Eight. What do you think about our roster now? Just the players we have and the staff and all that.
Yeah, I'll go back to like you said, when I played here, like the Wumble wasn't even here.
Right.
The facilities are state of art. That, I mean, it like you said, every day waking up, it's like a dream. It's a dream come true. Yep. So it's very great to see where the team is, what the roster is today. These guys are, to be honest, I think they're gifted, like a lot more gifted, skillfully than we were. We weren't really focused on player development. We were more a good team, play the right way and pass the ball, but these guys are so skilled. I'm out there playing one-on-one with them, and I'm like, man, he hit a move on me I haven't seen before. So it's just little things like that you're like, this is why they deserve this. This is why they're at Texas Tech. I don't think I would be at Texas Tech in this NIL space. I'll probably start mid-major and then move my way up, but I wouldn't start at Tech. But it's great to see where it is today.
Nah, man, I pulled up your Ken Palm the other day, man, and you had some big-time seasons here, as far as just individually. Big guard, 6'4", 200 pounds. I can tell y'all right now, he can still really guard the basketball at a high level. Talk about the impact you kind of want to make on these young men, as you go into your coaching career.
Absolutely. I mean, I think for me, like seeing it as a player's perspective, I know pretty much exactly what they're going through. After a long practice, after a tough practice, coach has been on me for 2 hours straight.
You, for real.
And, yeah, they get on you, and it's special. This is what they need. So
Yep.
This is the toughness that comes with it. So I can kind of pick their brain, and I'm very relatable with the players.
No doubt.
Like I said, we play one-on-one. We talk about things not basketball related, about life. So, and how's Europe? So that's what I think I can bring to the table. More things off basketball and like player development and things like that. So just getting to know these guys and what their stories are. I love hearing people's stories.
Yep.
So getting to know that and getting it out of them can make them a better basketball player as a coach as well.
No doubt. Man, I walk past your office in the mornings. You know, your office is not too far from mine. And I always see the TG quote, you know, on your board. Talk to us about TG quotes, where that kind of came from and what's it mean to you.
For me, my third year out in Europe, I was playing video games, you know, not getting out in the city. And then there was a veteran that pulled me aside, was like, man, I see you're kind of smart. And he just handed me one book. Yep. He handed me a book. It was the 4 Agreements. And as soon as I read that, I start reading more and more and start picking up quotes from the books. And it started with, in Europe, I just put a quote on the board for my teammates, you know, to encourage us, you know, long day of practice. So every day I come in with a new quote. And that was my third year out in Europe, and I've just been keeping it up since. And it's something I live by, so you never know who needs that motivation, that little extra push. So reading a simple quote can change someone's mindset really fast.
No doubt. That's awesome. I did a lot of time scouting in Dallas, so I'm familiar with that Garland area and some of the talent that has come through there over time. Guys like you, Tyrese Maxey, Zaire, Trey Johnson, the latest in that crop, even his dad, Richard Johnson. Talk about that area you grew up in Garland. Why do you think the basketball was just so good and so competitive in that era when you was there?
I think it was super competitive because we're kind of looked at as a little brother.
Yeah, to Dallas.
I mean, obviously Dallas is super talented, but that's why I kind of wanted to come to Texas Tech, because Texas Tech at the time was looked at as a little brother, and we have that chip on our shoulder.
No doubt.
So when we play a Dallas school or we play someone that's supposed to beat us, we'll surprise a lot of people, and that's kind of Texas Tech had that mono where it was like they're the little brother. Now it's evened out. They're big brothers, and everyone wants to beat Texas Tech. But that's the same scenario with Garland, and there's always been talent there, and we play with a chip on our shoulder for sure.
That's cool to know, man. Just being a student athlete here and now a coach, what would you tell a prospective student athlete about this university and about this place? How many degrees did you get from here?
I got 3 degrees from here.
Think about, played basketball, went overseas, got 3 degrees from this place. What advice would you have for a young student athlete thinking about coming to Texas Tech and the impact it can have on them for their life and their future?
The number one thing that sets Texas Tech apart are the people. Obviously, everyone hears this, but it's a real thing here. Wherever you go, whether it's academics, basketball, people care about you and care about you being successful. Right. In the classroom, off the court, wherever you go, there's going to be a picture taken. You're going to be well known in this city. So I would tell a student athlete, like, you have to embrace it, especially, I mean, wherever you go. I mean, obviously, it's your choice, but Texas Tech has a special place where 10, 12, 20 years down the line, you'll still be remembered. No doubt. No matter what you do, if you're a part of that, it's like a fraternity almost. Yep. And you're always welcome. And if you want a job interview in New York, you put Texas Tech on your resume. Somehow it always stands out, and there may be a Tech alum there. So we're everywhere across Europe. Texas Tech just has a big fan base, and the people matter the most, and they really care.
Toddrick, I think when it comes to just what we're doing, you know, with this program, with this university right now, you know, Mac is so big on find a way. Like, it's something we say all day, every day. I feel like your journey has definitely been the definition of find a way. What was it about you internally that kept you fighting to find a way to continue to be successful in different areas of your life?
For me, I knew I wasn't the smartest. I wasn't the most athletic. I couldn't shoot the best. So it was more about what else can I do to find a way to win. That's what coaches want these days. They want to
doubt.
find a winner.
No doubt.
And,
no question.
You can score 20, you can score 25 points, but if you're losing, it really doesn't matter. They always had the question, would you rather score 30 and lose or 10 and win? And I'll score 10 and win guy.
Yep.
So whether it's diving on the floor, whether it's, taking a picture with a little kid that, anything that relates to winning, that's what I was about. I was always about winning in life, doing anything I can do to beat that next guy. So that's what it's really about.
Well, man, we appreciate your time today. Let's find a way to win a national championship together this year, brother.
Let's do it, man.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.